Y'all know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game, and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
Today we talking, what's up Shirley from Atlanta? Today we talking about As You Will Be. I'm gonna tell y'all a story for that real quick. Coach Kev, Melissa from Philly, Mo Brown, Mike from Memphis, Riss from Melbourne, Australia. Am I pronouncing that name right? Tell me how to pronounce that name. Coloud MQ, good morning to you. What up everybody? Eric from New York, what's going on? I'm gonna tell y'all a story. When I was probably 14. Yeah, this is I'm born in 82, so 1996. What's up, Reese? Reese, all right, that's how you say the name. Reese from Australia. Ryan from Cincinnati. The Real Deagle, what up? What's going on, B Dynamic Sports? What time is it in Florida? Is 6 something. Whatever time is it in your, I don't know the exact number, but it's 6 something right now. Sweet Scorpio, what's going on? In 1996, Christmas was coming around, and I remember I had at home in my bedroom, I had this little cassette player, a double-deck cassette player where I lived in 1996. And me and my sister was at the mall. This is a couple weeks before Christmas. Me and my sister was at the mall, and I had bought this album, Foxy Brown's first album. Foxy Brown's first album was coming out. It was Il Nana, her first album. And we was in a music store like Sam Goody, or y'all remember Sam Goody, those stores where you went and actually bought music before you could download it. So I went in there and I bought the CD for Foxy Brown's first album. I bought the CD. And my sister started laughing. She was like, oh, what are you doing? Why are you buying a CD? Because you don't even have a CD player. And I said, well, look, I know that I asked for a CD player for Christmas. So I know mom and dad, our parents, is going to give me a CD player, so I'm going to just buy the CD now. So when I get the CD player on Christmas Day in a couple weeks, I'll have something to play the CD on. And my sister was like, she didn't understand why I would do that. And the reason that I'm folding that into this morning's thought breakfast I want to tell y'all is that sometimes in life you have to make decisions that may seem irrational on the surface, may not seem to make sense on the surface. To a logical, reasonable person looking at your actions on the surface, it doesn't make sense. But you always should be thinking, especially those of you who consider yourselves to be leaders, those of you who have big plans for success, those of you who have lofty goals, high things that you want to achieve. Sometimes you have to make your decisions in the present based on who, what, when, where you will be in the future. Sometimes you got to decide things not based on what makes sense right now, but what will make sense in the future. So I've talked to countless people, entrepreneurs, athletes, people who work, regular types of work, and they make these decisions. They'll make a decision in a moment. They'll sabotage their futures. They'll sabotage their future business, or they'll mortgage their future business, mortgage their future opportunities because of a pressure situation in a moment. We all have moments where we feel pressure in a moment. There's things we got to take care of. There's something that we got to pay for. There's a situation that we need to go handle. And we'll say, well, you know what? I'm going to have to make this decision right now, a decision that could hurt your future, and you know it's going to hurt your future. And you're making that decision right now because you got to deal with this immediate situation. And a lot of times those immediate situations, the way that we handle them, hurt our chances of becoming successful in the future. And we know that we're hurting them at the exact moment that they're happening, but oftentimes there's no counsel. Or maybe there is counsel, because I've counseled people on this and they still went and did the wrong thing, mortgaged their future, and they might have succeeded. They might have got what they needed in the moment. They satisfied their urgent need, but they weren't able to sustain their success. They didn't have any success. They satisfied their urgent need. If you want to call that success, we can call it that. It's more like relief than it is success. But they're never able to get back to the point that they were because they traded what they could have been for what they needed to be in that moment. And we all know, if you think about it right now, all of you look at your biggest goals right now. You got 5 goals, you got 50 goals, however many goals that you have. If you look at your list of goals, it's obvious, it's a guarantee that in order for you to reach those goals, you will have to be a different person than you are right now in order to reach those goals. I know this for a fact because if you already were the person who could reach the goals that you have, then they wouldn't be goals because you would already have them. Every goal that you have not reached yet, is a guaranteed fact that you must become a different person in order to reach that goal. Because if the person you are now was good enough, sufficient enough, quality enough, smart enough, athletic enough, achieved enough, accomplished enough to reach that goal, you would already have reached the goal. That's a guarantee. Which means this: every decision that you make right now, looking at those goals, keeping those goals in mind, know that you're going to have to be a different person than you are right now to reach them. So if you make any decisions today that are based on the person that you are today, then you are basically telling yourself, you're telling your subconscious mind that these goals are not that important, because you're making decisions to keep as the person you are, and the person you are is not good enough to reach those goals because you would already have the goals. Does that make sense to everybody, what I'm saying right here? My name is Dre Baldwin, for those who don't know me. If anybody got a question, go ahead and post the question. I like to keep these thought breakfasts quick, because I know a lot of y'all getting ready to go to work, go to school, go open your business, taking care of your kids. You might want to say hi to your wife. My name is Dre Baldwin. Many know me as Dre all day. I'm the author of 7 books. Can I repeat briefly? Basically, the point is this: make decisions in life based on the person you're going to be, based on where you want to be, based on who you want to be, based on what you want to do. Make decisions on the person you will be instead of the person that you are. And if you watch this over again, you'll see it. That's why I kept it short. I come from Philadelphia. I'm the author of 7 books. My first book is called Buy a Game. Y'all can have it for free. Just go to dreallday.com. That's my website. Put your email and name in the box that pops up immediately, and you'll get it for free. My goal at the moment is to answer every question that people have on this morning's Periscope Thought Breakfast. So anybody else got a question, I will achieve my goal by answering all those questions. And you can get all of my books. I got 7 books right now. I'm putting out at least one more in the month of March. You can get all of them at the link in my bio, which is at Amazon, dreallday.com/Amazon. A lot of stuff coming up this month. We got a couple of programs coming out in April. Bulletproof Mindset, People Skills, and Get the Girl. All of those are on my website under the Programs tab. If I was putting in work to... What if I didn't catch that last question? I didn't catch that question about college. But 7 books, as I said. I got a YouTube channel. A lot of these Periscopes I do end up putting on YouTube, but not immediately. So if you miss this one and it goes off of Periscope, it might be a month before it actually comes up. How can you work around distractions? You don't work around distractions. That's a bad question. You do not work around distractions. You find something to focus on. See, when you have something to focus on, you're not worried about distraction. When somebody asks me a question about distractions, I already know they haven't found their focus. When you have a focus, you're not concerned with talking about or thinking about a distraction, because when you're focus is the exact opposite of being distracted. So what you need to do is not try to avoid the negative, but accentuate the positive in all things. So it's not how do I avoid missing a layup in a game, it's how do I get better at finishing layups in a game. Not how do I avoid getting cut from the basketball team, but what do I do to make myself valuable enough that I make the basketball team. Not how do I avoid distractions, but how do I find focus. The way that you find focus, I actually did a stream on that last week, talking about finding your focus, finding your purpose in life. What you can do is go to my YouTube channel, which is just look up my name, YouTube, put in my name, Dre Baldwin, and go to the link, workonyourga.me. That's work on your game, but it's .me at the end of it. Go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel. And when I put that stream out that I just did last week, you'll be able to see that video. Anybody else got a question real quick before we wrap up this morning? This is Dre all day. Y'all are talking to. If you watching me for the first time, follow me here on Periscope. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on Snapchat. What if you're in the process of changing yourself? What if you are? That's not really a question. What exactly is the question? Give me some context. There was one more question that I missed there, whoever that is in the pink. Please repost that question. Let me address that question, and we will wrap it up for this morning. If you're on Snapchat, follow me at Dre Baldwin. Instagram is also at Dre Baldwin. My Twitter is at Dre All Day. We already here on Periscope. I told you my YouTube channel. My website is dreallday.com. You can get my books. You can get my books at dreallday.com/Amazon. Everybody have a great Monday. Work on your game. Make sure you get my first book, Buy a Game. It is free. Click the link right here below in the video description. I'm on all your favorite social media platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope. All the links are right down here below. Is either Dre Baldwin or Dre All Day on each one of those sites. And make sure you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button down there and the thumbs up like button. Subscribe so you catch all the new content. Work on your game. Dre all day.